Yo, what's popping? Welcome to the Titans Colosseum Podcast. You know who I am. You know who I'm in the building with, fellas. What's popping?
What's going on? What's going on, man? Another day in the Tennessee Titans talk, man. You had some crazy upsets today, man. Yesterday in these damn playoffs, man. That was a wild playoff, man. Most definitely.
Yeah, no, man, a lot to talk about, bro. Playoffs was came through and definitely had some upsets and what we wasn't expecting, bro. But man, we got some news with Tennessee Titans as well. So we got a little bit of NFL talk and some two-tone talk as well. So, man, I'm excited.
For sure. Shout out to Daniel watching tonight. We got Andre in the building. We got Grizzly Gray in the building. Finally caught that live episode. That's what's up, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us. Blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the third. Make sure you go holler at Wilson down in Music City Autoplex. Best prices in 500 miles. If you can't make it to the lot, most definitely go to their website, musiccityAutoplex.com. Give them a call at 844-543-0108. Also, get those bets in. Hey, we coming to y'all early for a reason tonight, man. And if you don't know, hey, that's on you, man. We got a national championship game tonight, man. So lock those picks in. 10% gamblers insurance, 125% bonus. Bet US, where the games begin. Speaking of beginning, y'all ready to get this thing started?
Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's get it, man. So, as y'all said, man, playoff games this weekend. Some of them got a little wild. We had some shockers in there too, man. That's what we're gonna speak about tonight. Of course, this the Titans Colosseum Podcast. So, we're gonna sprinkle some Titans into it, but don't talk about the playoff games, man, and what we learned this weekend. And gonna start off talking Kansas City and the Houston Texans, in which I really didn't even learn anything about this game. We knew Kansas City was going to win, and you already know it was going to be some Kansas City home cooking. But Firestone, we're going to start off with you, man. Your thoughts on Kansas City and Houston, man.
Man, so I went to that game personally. My son is a Kansas City fan. Well, one of my sons is a Kansas City fan. So we went out there, took him to his first playoff game, bro. I'll first say it was cold as hell out there, bro. I couldn't imagine taking a hit in that weather. Hell no, sub me in, coach. I'm not made for that. Hats off to them because it was cold just standing there. No, I didn't really learn too much. We knew what it was going to be. The Texans held in a little bit better than I thought they would, really. I really thought this was going to kind of be like a Christmas Day matchup again because, when Baltimore handed them that, I thought Kansas City was just going to do the same thing. But maybe, Kansas City don't really blow out anybody. They always just do enough to win. It seems like they're never in that go over the top. They just do what's necessarily just to get the win. But with that, I know some people said some things about ref calls. I didn't really see it there in person, how everything was. But I will say that taking that safety at the end was a little questionable. When the spread is 9.5 and you go take a safety to make the spread 9 for no damn reason. Bro, the only time we ever see people do that shit with a punter is when it's like the last 5 or 6 seconds of a clock and the people are down within 6 to 3 points and they're like 2 points won't hurt, but they won't give them enough time to do shit. There was just punt the ball there. You would have wasted 5 seconds down the field and not gave them points. So I don't understand why they took that safety. That made it very suspicious to me towards the end of the game as well.
So RJ, question to you. Are you blaming the refs for the Texans losing, or are you putting it on the Texans for not handling their business?
They didn't handle their business. As simple as that, man. They had multiple opportunities to win this game. There was all type of opportunity for the Texans could have won this game. I don't know why they blaming the refs. The refs is not the reason they lost this game. It was the mental one. Y'all mentally already knew in the game that y'all were gonna get screwed over by the refs. You was gonna make it the excuse on why you lost. And two, y'all not mentally there. This is why you haven't made to an AFC championship yet, because you keep doing goofy stuff like this. You you going, oh man, it's the refs. No, it's not the refs. You just not good enough. You're not good enough. I mean, it's simple as that, man. Y'all swear to y'all this, that, big bag, and the other, man. Y'all been struggling all year to get to this point that you guys are at right now because the division sucked. And you get into you play a real team and you freaking lost. That's exactly what happened.
Bro, I'll say this, dude. That atmosphere in Kansas City too, that stadium, bro, that shit is different. They stand the whole game. Mama Sneeze not lying, bro. They stand the whole game. They're cheering the whole game. It's quiet. If you say them other fans are looking at you, hey, no, offense on the field, nope, down. Then the whole time when it's ready to go and defense on, they loud, their energy is there. Bro, everybody chiefs out. When they score touchdowns, the team is there, or the fans is out there throwing confetti, little streamer stuff. Bro, it was an atmosphere that I have not seen so far in an NFL stadium. It was unreal. But that's what comes with winning. When you do stuff like that, your fans can embrace the team and have fun like that. But go ahead back to the Texans and the ref stuff. My bad. I just want to throw that in.
Oh, for sure. And Andre brought up a point I want to speak on. He said they gave up 8 sacks and missed field goals for sure. But come on, those 2 roughing the passer calls were crucial. And that non-call on the hip drop was bad. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to deny that the refs affected that game. But at the same time, I don't even give the Titans that excuse when it comes to the refs. Now, keep in mind, it's been multiple times where I wanted to give that excuse for the Titans. But to keep in mind that not every single call is bad. And when you leave points out there like that, and when you give up that many sacks, it's hard for me to say that, the refs, they caused Houston this game. No, I mean, Houston came out and allowed a big-ass kickoff or whatever, which led to 3 points. Then they missed multiple field goals on top of the 8 sacks, going for it on 4th down when they didn't need to. I mean, it's exactly what RJ said. They had a chance to win this game, but they beat themselves. And for Houston to get back to this game, they're going to have to go all out and fix this offensive line. I mean, I'm sorry, but there's no excuse for allowing that many sacks in a football game. And I see some people talking about what CJ Stroud or Joe Burrow did. Look, man, the Houston Texans didn't get any turnovers as well. That was a big factor as well. So when you allowing that many sacks and leaving that many points on the field and not getting any turnovers, you're going to lose the football game.
And then on top of that, man, they was leaving Travis Kelce wide open. Like, I'm like, bro, so you just not gonna guard the best player, the best tight end ever. You're not gonna guard him. Just leave him open.
Bro, man, and CJ had a fumble too in the pocket where they swapped it out of there too. And I get the whole hip drop tackle now, not calling a penalty on that, but bro, they ain't been calling them all year. They ain't been calling hip drop tackles and throwing flags on nobody about that. I mean, they had them in the Ravens game and they wasn't even calling them either. So that's just one penalty they haven't called, and we kind of knew that this year. Like, how are you just gonna call a hip drop tackle? They'll probably enforce it more next year, but this year they haven't enforced that at all.
Yeah, I haven't seen a hip drop tackle all year. I'm not tripping about that. Now I do. The only one that I will say was absolute BS is when them 2 players hit each other and then Mahomes tried to fly. That was some bullshit. Now I give you that one. I give you that one. But after that, bro, I ain't see nothing that was like, because the one roughing the passer, bro, he did hit dude in the head, bro. Like you can't hit him in the head, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't touch the head area at all. So if that was my quarterback, I would have been saying the same thing. Like, bro, that's a freaking roughing the passer.
Yeah, because I saw people say that too.
Is when he slid.
Yeah, because that's what I say too. Because like you get aggravated at it, but you got to look at the context of the rule. It's no different than like we talk about the QB throwing the ball and the QB fumbling the ball when it comes out. It's just the way they got the words. If your hands are in that neck and head area, or any part of your body's in the head or neck area of that QB, they're going to call roughing every time. It don't matter how impactful or how hard or how forceful it is. It's to the head and neck area. They're going to call it every time. It's just one of those rules that kind of suck and it softens up the league, but you got to know they're going to call it. So get your hands, get your body in their chest or something if you're going to hit them, and stay away from that head or neck area.
Mm-hmm. And Ronnie says Will Anderson did hit Mahomes in the helmet. And speaking of Will Anderson, I don't like what he said after the game. pretty much acknowledging they were going to have to go against the refs. I mean, yes, you know this. This is something that the coach probably told them before the game, but at the same time, you don't acknowledge that publicly. As a player, you're in the mindset of, nah, we finna go beat their ass. Fuck them refs. So him coming out saying that right there, I don't think done him any favors. I mean, the world feels how they feel about it, but as a player, man, you always supposed to believe that you're going to kick ass no matter what.
Yeah, bro. Like to that point you're saying, you might use that going in like as fuel, like, hey, we know that sometimes it just as fuel, like, hey man, refs favor them, this and that. So we're gonna make sure we don't leave this game in the refs' hands. All right. Know your penalties, know your rules. Let's stay tight. Let's stay disciplined in this game. And let's also stay pedal to the metal. But you can't, like you said, at the end of the game, you can't sit there and give excuses for your performances, because we can name several instances that didn't have nothing to do with the refs that you lost it. Just because, okay, some calls might have been crucial, but if you would have executed on those other things, maybe those calls wouldn't have been as crucial in those moments. So it's like, you're only blaming those moments, but those aren't the moments that would have been as impactful if you would have actually executed where you needed to execute.
And I wholeheartedly agree with Incredible right here. They lost in their minds before the game. That's why you don't go into the game acknowledging, man, these referees, man, we going, nah, we finna go beat some ass. RJ,
yeah. I was about to say though, and that's reason number one. Well, I ain't worried about the Texans moving forward, bro. And you know what I'm saying? That's reason number one that I'm keep trying to tell y'all, bro, that we could change the trajectory of this division real fast, bro. They don't have it mentally, bro. They don't. They don't, bro. They don't have it mentally, bro. They ain't there, bro. And they the leaders of our division, bro. And y'all wasn't one bit worried about them taking over the division. No, you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like this is probably the last time they win the South, bro.
I give them next season just because, I mean, right now we don't know what the hell is going to go on with the Titans or the Jags. We pretty much know what's going to go on with the Colts. I mean, they're stuck as always.
They're stuck in mediocre.
Titans, exactly. And Titans South. Let me get to Titans South coming real quick, Firestone. It was pretty funny when Boyd pushed his special team coach like, what's that going to do? Hey, man, when I saw that, I couldn't help but to bust out laughing. I said, yeah, they already crashing out. They already in their heads. And I mean, it just goes to RJ's point about mentally being there, because I mean, if you're mentally checked into that football game, for one, you're not going to allow that big ass return in the beginning of the game. I mean, when you go out there on kickoff to start the game, I mean, that's the perfect time to set the tone. They supposed to have been setting the tone, but instead they allowed that big ass kickoff. Dude go to the sideline, crashed out, and everything proceeded to go south from there.
Bro, and I'll tell you this too, like Texans, now I know some Texans fans stayed, but I saw a lot of Texans fans leave in that second quarter, bro. They were gone. Kansas City scored that touchdown. They went up like 13-3 or whatever it was. And bro, Texans fans started. It was like, all right, I'm out. I'm not made for this. I'm gone. They was dipping out because they sure came in talking mad cash, turning around looking at them. We saw some like a few rows ahead of us, and I'm just laughing, enjoying the show. I ain't got a dog in this fight. I'm just enjoying it. They was talking cash shit. But as soon as that second quarter came, looked down, I'm like, where'd the Texans fans go? They not here no more.
Hey, that's another thing I'm gonna point out too, bro. If y'all see a Texas fan rocking the Houston Oilers unis, bro, make sure you check them, bro. Check them, bro. Let them know, bro, that ain't your team, bro. You're not cheering for the Oilers, bro. You're cheering for the Texans, bro. You stop going. Don't let these boys come to Texan games with Tennessee Titan throwbacks, bro. They're ours. They're ours. Please.
Bro, I have to say that too with that, because I did run into somebody who had a Houston Oiler hat on, and the little part of me, I saw it, and at first I was almost like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, I caught in mid-second before I reached out and touched him, like, Oh no, this is the Texan motherfucker that ain't got past this shit. I'm not around my Tennessee Titans fans. I'm used to seeing that, and I know I'm around company. But man, it was too cold to even talk or say. I just kept going. That wind hit and breezed and was like hit me real good and wrapped around my bones. I said, "No, today is not the day. I'm just gonna go past this dude. He can he can wear that Houston Oilers hat today."
Yeah,
For
bro.
sure,
They
for
need to stop
sure.
letting them wear that bullshit, bro. Don't
Yeah.
you see a Texan fan and you know they a Texan fan, they rocking their jump, bro. Like, nah, bro. You ain't a Titans fan, bro. that's our uniform.
Hey,
Take
RJ, I
pride
got a
in it.
question for you.
Agreed.
I got a question for you, RJ.
Mhm.
You see the meme where they asking Jared Goff for the Cartiers back in Detroit?
Oh no, I ain't see that.
Man, that was a funny ass meme, man.
I seen
Lions
42 Doug, bro. He a rapper from Detroit. He
Oh
said he
yeah,
gonna
he
make a
finna make
diss song.
yeah,
said
he
he
finna
making a
start
diss song about Jared Goff, bro. I'm done.
man. Goff was out there selling, man. I mean,
Prime
what I
Tannehill.
learned about this game right here. All right.
Bro, they pulled the 21 Tennessee Titans, bro. They whole team got hurt, bro, all the way to get to the playoffs and get put out, to get the number 1 seed and get put out the first game because your quarterback threw 3 picks against an up-and-coming LSU quarterback. Like, they did the
Bro.
same thing to lose to the
Not
same
even-
type of quarterback.
Not even just all that. Like, Dan Campbell got to chill the fuck out, bro. You doing too much. Trick plays on almost every drive. We going for it almost on every fourth down. It's a dude, chill the fuck out and just play some disciplined football that time. Like, just sometimes you kick, sometimes you just call a normal play and not this trick play shit. Like, you're doing too much at sometimes. Cool, y'all thought of some cool shit. Doesn't mean you got to execute it all the time and constantly throw it out. Y'all are down. What, three touchdowns, I think, at this point, and you're doing a wide receiver double pass? No.
Yeah,
What are y'all doing?
Yeah, Jamerson Williams throwing interception, in which you can't even blame Jamerson for throwing that interception because, I mean, it's a stupid play call. And plus, two, you're at a point in the game where you need points. What you think a player gonna do? They gonna go all out for it. And talking about doing stupid shit, Cliff Kingsbury, he done some stupid shit in the beginning of the game as well. 4th and 1, you out there trying to do trick plays with Mariota, acting like he's gonna sneak, but fake the ball or toss the ball to Daniel. I'm like, bro, just run a simple quarterback sneak. I don't know why these coaches overthink themselves in those situations.
Hey, I will say though, that double little shovel forward pitch pass they did though, that was nice. That was nice. Where like it looks like that Kansas City where you give it to the running back, or you're gonna pitch forward like they do with Kelsey so many times, but then they flicked it out to the running back. Then the running back shoveled it forward to the tight end to run in. That was a very nice play. But yeah, sometimes like you said, they're doing too much. But bro, they just got to chill. Because like you said, I don't blame that dude for throwing a pick on that play when you give the wide receiver to finally throw a chance to throw a ball when he's never thrown a ball before. I blame the coach. You don't make that call then. That's a call you make when you're up, not behind.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing, man. I'm not believing it. I think I ain't gonna say this. I ain't say the Detroit Lions are gonna be sorry next year, but like they not gonna be contenders next year, man. And they won because they're losing Ben Johnson and they're gonna be losing Aaron Glenn. Like, you can't just replace both your coordinators and think you finna win the Super Bowl. Like, it's just not gonna happen. And then on top of that, like, I mean, they get their defense back. Like, they'll have good players, but like, I just don't think Dan Campbell's just a good X and O's guy. Like, he's a motivator. Like, he's just like Vrabel to me. Like, he's a great motivator. Like, he has to have the coordinators to execute what he wants and motivate the players to, to play hard, to give they all every single play. He's that type of coach. Wow. And so Vrabel's the same way. Like, he gonna have New England playing their heart out, but I just don't think New England is just that good, like talent-wise. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, we'll see what they add there, and like you said, we'll see what coordinators they bring in because he's going to have to bring in good coordinators there. I agree. Yep, yeah. I agree.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels. I'm not gonna lie. I thought highly of Jaden Daniels going into this game, but after Saturday, I realized the Titans absolutely need to draft a quarterback first overall. I mean, it's not guaranteed to work, most definitely, but to get where we want to get, You have to swing. You can't be scared to swing. If they believe in Shedeur, if they believe in Cal, they should absolutely take a chance. Forget what we talking about. Forget what the media talk about. Go with your heart and get your quarterback, because had Washington passed on Jaden Daniels just because of what the fans say or what the media say, guess what? They're not in the football. They're not in that football game. Matter of fact, they're probably not even in the playoffs. And we have to give some credit to the surrounding pieces around Jaden Daniels as well, because yes, Jaden Daniels was the missing piece, but Washington got a damn good football team, offensively and defensively, man. I love seeing Austin Eckler out there making plays. Terry McLaurin, big touchdown run, man. Off of what, RPO, wasn't it? Or whatever, where he just shot up the sideline, took it to the house. And Brian Robinson Jr., man. I mean, that dude right there is probably the most underrated running back in the league. So salute to Washington. Looking forward to a big NFC championship game. And it's pretty much NFC East championship game again. I mean, the Eagles and the Commanders, speaking about the Eagles, Saquon Barkley, man, went the fuck off, but yet the Eagles found themselves sweating in the fourth quarter. And I can't say nothing bad about Matt Stafford, because Matt Stafford, he definitely didn't go out there and do the shit that Goff did. I actually thought Matt Stafford did pretty well in this game. But from what I learned is the Rams, they're going to have to go get somebody explosive. They're going to have to go get that one explosive piece. And I believe they need to get that piece defensively, because you got the coordinator, not the coordinator, the head coach that can scheme up some things offensively. You know, the Rams offense is always going to move the football, but defense, you need to create some more turnovers, and you need to make some bigger, more explosive plays in order to get back to being a legit Super Bowl contender. Firestone, your thoughts on the Eagles and the Rams game?
Yeah, I'd expected the Eagles to do what they were doing. I just thought Rams was there just because of what their division was. I was looking at the Rams kind of just like the Houston Texans in this one. I really was just waiting for the Eagles to get past this one and see what was really going. I didn't think they were just going to blow them out, but if Eagles didn't win that game, there was so much that was going to go on. Like, Detroit loses this game, it's different. Things are shaping around, but Philly would have lost that game to the Rams. They're clearing house. It's a whole different story for them. So I didn't see that. But to your Commander's take earlier, like, I know that we love that's the one story we love to grab, and we want to gravitate to it. But Jaden Daniels wasn't the only QB in last year's draft. Like, how well did Caleb Williams do? How well did Bo Nix do? How well did J.J. McCarthy do? Like, there's other QB storylines that happened last year. Yes, we like to gravitate to the look, if we go get a Jaden Daniels, everything will turn around for us. And we're not in a one-year turnaround rebuild here, guys. That's why I've been on this, like, if the QB ain't here, we don't have to get him this year, because we're not in a one-year turnaround. This is going to take multiple drafts. It's going to take multiple free agencies to turn this team back to being competitive and back to winning. So it's not, we're going to get a QB, then everything's going to be back to normal and we're going to be okay. And I don't think there's a Jaden Daniels in this draft. I don't think there's that guy that's like that in this draft. So as much as we love to hang on to that scenario and hang on to that story, and that's a good storyline and cool, but we're not the Commanders. I mean, Commanders literally got Dan Quinn as head coach too. They went and got Cliff Kingsbury as the offensive coordinator, who's the guy that was the top offensive coordinator and head coach out there in college, was doing good in Arizona, just the QB wasn't necessarily there. Like, this is a really smart offensive-minded guy. Everybody likes to hold in, like, well, they just got Jaden Daniels and everything changed around. No, their organization and their front office knew what they needed to do to change the team around, and they executed a full circle plan. And yes, Jaden Daniels was a part of that, but he wasn't the only part that made all these things happen for him. So as much as we love to hang on, we can go get our Jaden Daniels this year. We could also go get our J.J. McCarthy, and he can get hurt early in the season. We could also get our Caleb Williams that's hyped up and then doesn't do shit all season either. Those are also scenarios for us as well.
I'm going to have to disagree with Firestone, man. I told y'all, man, We ain't the Commanders ain't no different than what we was last year. They were saying the same shit. Firestone said now they in the NFC Championship. The quarterback was making that team win. There is nothing special about the Washington Commanders but Jaden Daniels. He is the key of why they're winning like they're winning. They didn't draft him. This team would be 6 wins. If they would have drafted Michael Penix, they would not be winning like they winning. Yeah, I don't. Jaden Daniels is the reason why they're winning. A quarterback. Every team in the NFL is a quarterback away. Every single one of them. All 32 teams are a quarterback away. You give anybody prime Peyton Manning, they're gonna be a problem. So yes, you draft a quarterback, you take that chance. Now I will agree with Firestone. Now, if we get draft Ward or Shedeur Sanders and they are above average their rookie year, then yes, we're gonna need to draft a couple years. You know what I'm saying? 2-3 years. But if we draft both these guys, either one of these two guys, and they play elite, bro, we're gonna be right in the playoffs. You feel me? So,
bro, go ahead.
No, I was just saying though, like a franchise quarterback can make or break a team. But if you get if we draft Cam Ward, he's a franchise quarterback year one, then by all means, Tennessee Titans are going to be right in the playoffs. Because I mean, you just look at our weapons. We got weapons. I don't know why people act like we ain't got no weapons. Ridley was absolutely tearing up the Lions, bro. Like, I mean, when Ridley's on, he's on. When he has a quarterback that's throwing dots, he's gonna eat. You look at Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard was a 1,000-yard rusher. Chig is an athlete. You know what I'm saying? When Chig is elevated and with a quarterback, he's going to look way better than what he's been looking. Like, the Titans got weapons. You know what I'm saying? At least on offense. Our defense, we had the number one defense for 10 weeks. Like, what else did you want? What else did you want from this defense, man? I mean, it wasn't a bad defense. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody just so hung up on these last 6 games when we was completely checked out. People are getting hurt and just saying, yeah, I'm done for the season, bro. I'm not finna play no more. We're garbage. You know, our quarterback's garbage. We're not gonna do nothing. I thoroughly believe that if we get a quarterback and he plays good, the Tennessee Titans will be competing for the playoffs next year. I think that's where I'm standing at.
Bro, I push back a little bit. I push back a little bit on that because how long did Calvin Ridley and Levis take to get chemistry going? So how long is it? Cool Ridley's going to be a guy, but it's clearly a guy that with several teams, he shows it takes time to get chemistry with this guy. So that's going to be something that maybe don't get there till the later in the season. All right,
I'm not comparing none of these quarterbacks to Levis, bro. I'm sorry. Levis is absolutely trash.
But even when Ridley was in Jacksonville, it took him a while to get that. When Ridley was in Atlanta, it took him a while to get chemistry go. Every team he's been at, it ain't just Levis. And too, like I said, with the Commanders, we can do what the Commanders did. The Commanders got Jaden, it turned around. Let's also look at this. Commanders had the first round pick they got Jaden with. They had 3 second-round picks. They had 2 third-round picks. They had 2 fifth-round picks. They built this team, bro. It wasn't just Jaden Daniels.
It was
you
just
got
Jaden
one
Daniels.
first round. No, it wasn't, bro. One first round and 3 second-round picks, bro. We don't even have a third. They had 4 picks before we got 3. Like they are sitting there and they had a structure for their team to get built up. I know it's easy to be like, oh, it's Jaden because he's putting all this other stuff, but there's smaller pieces that they put around to help complete the team to make the team fully competent, and that helped highlight and show what Jaden could do. But when you don't highlight around him, then you got a team like the Bears that looks like Caleb. Caleb and Jaden Daniels have the same stats damn near, but do they have the same records? Do they have the same performance? No. You know why? Because the Commanders put a team around a guy, and Caleb didn't necessarily. They might have put some stars around him, but they didn't actually put around him to make him succeed and was good for him. So that's 2 things. Those 2 dudes have similar stats, but they don't have the same similar year because the teams are not the same.
Hey, y'all, I hate to break up the quarterback discussion because it's a damn good discussion. Shout out to everybody watching tonight, man. Shout out to Buddha in the building, man. Y'all make sure y'all go turn Buddha up, man. He one of them ones when it comes to Madden content, man. And he holding it down for us over here on the Titan side. But we got some news. We got to do a new special teams coordinator, John Fassel. And I hope I ain't slaughtered his name. But he's been a special team coordinator in the NFL since 2008. He was with the Raiders for 3 years, the Rams for 7 years, and most recently with the Cowboys. So, as Wes Wiley said, he brings experience. And this also means the end of Colt Anderson's time as special teams coordinator. Now, let me throw the kicker up out there. They did not say Colt Anderson was fired. So, Colt Anderson is still around. And I don't know, what role he'll play on this team, but Cali wasn't going to get rid of his boy like that, man. He's still going to be showing up at the facility. Might be learning a little something. This might be, a thing for Colt Anderson to sit back, learn, and grow into.
Now, they say he out.
Coordinator. Oh, he's out?
Yeah, I just looked it up. I was like, I'm pretty sure they fired him. They fired him. Because that Jordan Schultz just said that they said Colt Anderson was a foreign out. I guess they just didn't want to. He didn't want to put him on blast like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, gotcha. So, yeah, we got our special teams coordinator now. Everything seems like it's going to be on the up and up, but I still don't trust these motherfuckers. You need to actually keep these coaches around, and you actually need to see your plan through.
Yeah, no, bro. I'm gonna see. I don't know, bro. We like with this team so far. They've showed a bunch of hires that look cool. That looks like they're qualified. They've had years of experience in coaching, but then when they come here, it just doesn't add up. It just doesn't look right because it's starting to feel more and more like it doesn't matter who you hire. This front office, this ownership, whoever it is, whether it's Miss Amy or the people that's in the front office, somebody intervenes and fucks shit up. And somebody cuts somebody's feet from underneath them at some time and makes their job very hard to compete. So these guys might be competent hires. I need to see how all of y'all work together. I need to see how y'all can all come together and execute a vision for what's going to be put out on the field. So all this can look nice right now, but I need to see how y'all's going to make this actually work cohesively and look good and be competent.
No, I agree with. I need to see results. I mean, look, I've seen what he does. I mean, he's been around for what they said 19 seasons, man. Yeah, and Dallas has always had good special teams. So until I see it on Tennessee Titans, man, I'm with Firestone, man. You can show me a resume, you can show me all this, that, and the other. But if you come in and you don't perform, or you don't get the guys that do perform, it's not gonna look good. I don't care. You could be you know what I'm saying, Bill Belichick, you could be Andy Reid in a prime. I don't care if the shit look horrible on the field. I don't care who you are with your resume. I'm like, why does it look like this? So we'll see.
For sure. Man, y'all ready to talk about this? Go ahead, Firestone.
I was just saying, man, we do need a returner, and hey, Dallas had Turpin over there. That's a damn good returner. You could, hey, come on, bro. Come on, just come over here, bro. I don't know if y'all saw it, but that one where he did the little spin move and he was going off to the house. It's a special dude. There's not too many people that come around. There's the Devin Hesters and the Dante Halls that come around, and you go grab them. And Turpin's kind of like one of those guys. He can change the game off of a kick or a punt return real quick if you give him the right blocking scheme and an opportunity. So, hey, that might be a guy we need to go grab in the special teams in the offseason. I don't know if we can trade for him. I don't know if he's free agent or not, but we can trade for him something.
Yeah. Mama E said apparently this new special teams coach had a top 10 squad his whole career. So, yeah, I mean, we should see some change when it comes to special teams and the Titans. Honestly, I can't think of the last kickoff return we had. I mean, if you want to count the A.J. Brown onside kick thing in Indianapolis, yeah, but a real legitimate kickoff, man. I ain't seen that in so long, but y'all ready to talk about this last playoff game, man, because Josh Allen, man, hats off to him. I mean, he just keeps on putting his team on his back and proving that he's the second best quarterback in the NFL right now. And y'all know what went on at the end with Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews dropping the 2-point conversion that would have tied the football game. But just like in Kansas City with Houston, you can't blame the refs. You can't blame Mark Andrews for that. Why? Because Lamar Jackson did what he always do in these playoff games, is kind of shaky. Went out there throwing interceptions, just overthinking. That's what I see out of Lamar Jackson. I see a lot of overthinking. I mean, he's a damn good football player. RJ said he's top 10 quarterback of all time. I'm not going to argue that, but in these playoff games, man, that guy right there, he just always comes up short. And I think that it comes from him overthinking in these situations. RJ, talk to him.
Yeah. Those two early turnovers, like I said, this game is probably 45% Lamar Jackson's fault because that first half, bro, you put your team in a terrible situation with them two bad turnovers, man. But the rest of the game, the second half, man, you was balling, man. You got them out of there, it's that and the other. And the rest of the game, I'm blaming on freaking Mark Andrews, bro. Like, what are you, bro? It's time to retire, dog. It's time to retire, dog. That's it, bro. Like that should be your last game as a Raven, bro. Just go ahead, bro, and just retire, bro, before you make this shit worse. Because it don't look like you don't even look like the old Mark Andrews anymore, man. Like this whole season, he hasn't looked like. I had him on fantasy, bro. He did not do much this whole season, bro. Like it's time, bro. Let Isaiah Likely get them number one tight end spots, bro, because, man, I mean, he caught that one ball, bro. All he had to do was just keep running forward, and he decided to cut back, and he fumbled. Like, I'm like, man, he don't know what he doing, bro. Yeah, that's just where, it's not a good look, man. Time to move on.
Yeah, no. And I know it's QB position and everybody wants to blame and Lamar's had these questions, but I don't put Lamar on this one for the blame. Yeah, you had that interception, you kind of overthrew it early. Looked like the wind might have got underneath there and carried it because Josh Allen had a ball not too long after that, do the same thing. So it seemed like both of them was just trying to get what the air was like and what throwing was like at that time. So, and he had a fumble. But, man, it's Mark Andrews for me. Mark Andrews sold the clip this entire game. It's not just a drop on the 2-point conversions. He had multiple drops this game. He had fumbles. He had multiple times he could have made plays to help this team. And you're supposed to be the go-to target for Lamar. You're supposed to be the safety net, and you were being the liability. You were the guy constantly, as the kids will say, selling the fucking clip. You were fucking up constantly. And he constantly kept having faith in you and constantly kept trying to give you the ball and constantly kept trying to give you opportunities. And your hands couldn't catch shit in this damn cold, it seemed like. Every time the ball came your way, you're bobbling it. You ain't got it fully secured. You're not. It just seemed like the Ravens just didn't like playing in the cold because a couple of guys, too, you saw when they get tackled, the ball starts to fumble and slip. I don't know how slippery that ball is out there in that cold because it gets hard and all that, too. So it makes it a difference. But for me, it's Mark Andrews in this shit. If you just would have executed first down, y'all was going on that drive. Go down there to take the lead, and you fumble the fucking ball. We have the 2-point conversion for you to catch the ball to tie it up. You fuck it up again. Like, it's Mark Andrews. Lamar, yeah, you made some mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Like you said, Lamar didn't keep fucking up. He bounced back, figured that shit out, and then Mark Andrews just never pulled his head out of his ass.
Yeah, Chasen just brought up a damn good point, too. Man, it's just like last year with the Ravens in the AFC Championship game. And again, the Ravens didn't run the football enough. Henry only got 16 carries. You get Derrick Henry to run the football. And if they knew anything about Derrick Henry with the Bills, they know Derrick Henry can go off on the Bills, but you got to give him the football as well. Firestone, what do you got to say about the Ravens and not giving Derrick Henry the football?
They gave it to him 16 times. They ran the ball 30. They ran the ball 30 times. Like, that's their team. Their team isn't Tennessee Titans where it's give it to Henry and let him smash mouth. They got Justice Hill. They got Lamar Jackson. Derrick Henry's not their only runner. They don't have to give him the ball 25, 30 times a game. 16 to 20, 15 to 20 is about what Derrick Henry's going to see. Like, Justin Hill, six carries for 50 yards. Derrick Henry, 16 for 84. Derrick Henry's averaging 5.3. Justice Hill's averaging 8.3. I'm going to give the ball to Justice Hill. I'm not going to give it to Derrick Henry. I'm feeding a hot hand. And if you watch the game, Derrick's running. Yeah, he had a few here or there, but he's getting stopped at most of them. You give the ball to Justice Hill, he's just running past people. So you give it to him. That's not an answer to me to fix his game. Give the ball more to Derrick. No, he wasn't the one actually getting yardage and actually getting runs going. Justice Hill was the one setting stuff up and getting Derrick going. So I don't see a problem with how they ran the ball. I have a problem with Mark Andrews and some of these other players not executing and holding on to the ball when you need to. Running 30 times a game, that's quite a bit of rushes.
Yeah, at this point, man, I got a theory, man. I think after this next season, when they don't win shit, because you know what's gonna happen, the Ravens ain't gonna win shit. Derrick Henry coming back to Tennessee, man. We're gonna have a team ready.
No, man,
we gonna
here we
bring
go.
Henry back, man. We gonna bring my boy back, man, because he clearly see that the grass ain't green on the other side.
RJ, you know you starting some shit, man. So, hey, spoiler alert, y'all. RJ finna go make a post as soon as this show is over with.
I made it.
Derrick Henry is coming back for one more run with the Tennessee Titans.
After this season, man, he coming back, man. He gonna see, man. He gonna see an up-and-coming team in these Tennessee Titans, man. I got faith, man. I ain't like y'all too, man. I got faith, bro. We gonna come out this. We gonna win, bro. Watch what I tell you.
I got faith, but bro, the faith is it ain't going to be until after the new stadium's here. That's also why I'm saying don't pick a QB this year, because I think Callie's done after this year. And if that's the case, then let the next head coach come in pick his QB. Like I get it. I don't disagree with y'all that we need to go get a QB. We do, and I only say bridge, not for like bridge. It'll be okay. We can get some plat. No, I just say bridge this year because you don't like your guy, and the next year if we hire a new coach, then let him go get our guy. Not a bridge guy to take us to the playoffs, just a bridge guy that'll maybe not help us win too much, so we can go get our QB next year too. Because if we're gonna fire Callie, bro, just let the new guy get the QB he wants.
Hey, Firestone, I want you to speak to Jay's comment. RJ, don't go make that damn post as soon as we get off the show.
I already done made the post. The post already been made. It was made this morning when I woke up. I was like, yeah, Derrick Henry gonna come back.
Nah, they didn't.
Jay
They didn't have to phase him out.
Jay said they phased Henry out for the simple fact they were down 2 possessions.
See, that's the only thing, bro. Like, if you not in no close game, bro, Derrick Henry is not finna be effective, bro. Like, he's not finna. It's gonna be hard for you to run Derrick Henry down 3 touchdowns. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta. What's the name, bro? You gotta have a passing back to go with him, bro. You gotta have one that can catch out the backfield and do receiving back shit. You know what I'm saying? The only thing about it, tip your hand when he come in.
That's what I'll say too, and pull up Jay's other comment here too. Is they took him out because he has the better pass catcher. Yeah, Henry dropped a wide open pass for first down too.
Yeah,
so like
he was gone, bro. There was nobody there.
Give Henry more opportunities. They gave Henry the opportunities you're supposed to. Henry ran 16 times. The team ran 30. They only passed for 25. How much more do you want them to feed Henry? You can't just keep. We'll just keep, and it's gonna no. You got to realize that the players is players. And I know there's still guys here that are Henry fans, but the answer isn't feed Henry more. That's not the answer. The answer is Mark Andrews catches the ball. Mark Andrews doesn't fumble. Lamar Jackson doesn't fumble. Tylan Wallace doesn't fumble. Those are the answers because Henry wasn't getting production. Henry 5.3 average. Justice Hill 8.3 average yards per carry. Lamar Jackson 6.5 yards per carry. That they're 3 runners, he's the worst average there. So you feed the hot hand and what's working. The answer to me wasn't get more Derrick Henry involved more. He can't pass catch, and his run wasn't working that game. Let Justice Hill work.
Man, it's okay, man. With Derrick Henry back in 2-tone blue, man, y'all gonna be like, yeah, man, RJ knew something, man. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. You seen it just like I seen it, man. We done saw the Titans running too many drill running Derrick Henry. So I mean, they most definitely could have ran Derrick Henry and produced. And I mean, I can't say that they wouldn't have had a chance to win the game or whatever because they had a chance, but Mark Andrews, but they probably have a different outcome if they run Derrick Henry more.
Somebody said Derrick Henry gonna be back to the Tennessee Titans with 360 ways.
Yeah, that's gonna be watched.
Shorter, man.
He gonna come back with that.
The day I see that, man, the day I see that, I'm gonna say, "Yep, Derrick Henry, it's time for you to retire, Titan homeboy."
Man, I'm telling y'all, man, he gonna be back, bro. He really like Baltimore, but he know, bro, it ain't home, bro. We'll always welcome him back with open arms.
Bro, stop it. You think he's going to come back to the team that's worse than the NFL when he was just in the playoffs 2 games away from the Super Bowl?
We're
Stop
going to be competing for the
it.
playoffs, that Firestone. You don't want to believe
Stop
me.
it.
You don't want to
No.
believe me, man.
He is definitely competing for the Super Bowl next year in playoffs with the MVP quarterback next to him, not this dysfunctional mess that ain't even got a QB.
No, I'm talking
Stop
about
it.
after his contract's up next year. So after Lamar blows it again, bro, like he always do.
He going to the Patriots.
He
He's going Patriots. He's going to Vrabel, bro. Don't stop it. Stop it.
That Firestone already got that Henry Patriots jersey on pre-order.
That's funny.
Hell no.
Man. That's hilarious.
Hell no. I ain't wearing nothing but a Titans jersey. Hell no.
That Firestone gonna be traveling up to New England, guys. Y'all see he was in the Y'all see he was in the U-Haul Friday night.
Hell no. I ain't wearing no jersey but this Titans jersey unless I lose a bet and I got to. I don't give a damn what goes to what team. I ain't never. It's gonna be Titans.
Shout out to my boy Rizzo watching tonight, man. Hey, man. Stay blessed, bro. Hey, shout out to everybody watching tonight. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us. Blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the third. Fellas, y'all got anything y'all want to say before we wrap this show up?
Hey man, who y'all picking for the Natty?
Ohio State. We're not gonna play around. Ohio State finna beat the fuck out of Notre Dame. It ain't even nothing to talk about. Ohio State is on a mission. I think all that foolishness that came out right before the playoffs. Ohio State and Ryan Day don't win this football game. Ryan Day. Man, look, that ain't done shit but turn Ohio State the fuck up. Teams haven't been able to stay on the field with Ohio State, and I'm not expecting anything different tonight. It may look sticky in the beginning, but Ohio State is going to run off with this football game.
He said 48-12. God damn. They send the Georgia TCU these boys, bro. This is not even, bro. They're way better than Notre Dame, bro. They're way better than Notre Dame, bro. And I Notre Dame, I feel bad for them, bro. Like when we saw that shit, bro, I ain't never been put fear in my eyes, bro. When I see that shit live, like I was like, Lord, how mercy they're embarrassing us. Like I think this is the last super team that we're probably gonna see, though, bro. Like this team is a super team, bro. We ain't never seen this much NFL talent, and since an Alabama Nick Saban team, like that's about the only time I seen this shit. Like,
nah, I'm gonna go a little different off of y'all, man, bro. You know I got Irish blood running through me, bro. I'm with my Fighting Irish all the way, bro. I'm OU at heart, but when we gotta go to this, I love an upset. I love it too. Plus, bro, Ryan Day looks like the Wish version of Eminem, bro. Don't sit here. This dude got all this stuff. So, hell no. Let this Fighting Irish go out here, pull an upset. It's been the college year of upsets. It's been that year. Bro. So
these are the 01 Canes. These are the 08 Gators. This is what this team is, bro. This is 2020 Bama 2019. We're gonna put them up there with them, bro. This team finna get so many people drafted, bro. This don't even make any sense. Like
that's
going to the NFL.
Hey, all I see is the perfect writing for an upset. Then you're right, because they got all this talent. They got all the NFL. They underestimate, bro. Notre Dame about to walk in here like Vanderbilt this year. Like, oh, you think you somebody? Man, watch this.
They ain't got enough, man. At some point, talent kicks in, and when you don't have enough talent, you ain't gonna be able to keep up.
Hey, hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. Come out here and take us as a game that you don't think is going to win. How'd that work out for the Chargers against the Texans? How'd that work out when you don't take a game?
Georgia don't work hard. Hell, they got Christian Fulton out there, man. You think Ohio State got a Christian Fulton out there?
How'd it work out for the Detroit Lions then? How about that one? What are we going to say to that? I'm just saying.
We know what went on with Detroit Lions. Will Howard, I'm not gonna sit up here and call him Jared Goff and Ryan Tannehill or whatever, but man, fuck all that. Ohio State for the run off with this football game, man. But hey, we appreciate y'all joining us tonight, man. Firestone, since you got so much confidence in Notre Dame, Why don't you head over to Bet US and lock that pick in, man? You know they gonna give you 10% gambler's insurance or 11%, however much it is. I don't see it up here right now. Just 10% gambler's insurance. There you go. I don't know why I was thinking about 11, but that's probably how many points Notre Dame gonna score tonight. But hey, Firestone, if you're feeling lucky, lock it in. Bet US where the games begin. You also get 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits. And make sure you head over to Music City Autoplex too. Buy with confidence, best prices in 500 miles. If you can't make it down there to the lot, and I don't blame you if you don't make it down there to the lot because it's cold as fuck right now, go to musiccityautoPlex.com. Check out their inventory. Give them a call, 844-543-0108. Firestone, do you really believe Notre Dame going to win this football game tonight?
Bro, it's the year of the college upsets. How many teams have been upset this year?
Nah.
How many teams in the playoffs was upset? The first week of the playoffs was like, bro, it was. You're going to see. We're going to see.
You know what got me about Notre Dame, bro? These boys done went on camera, bro, and said, "Yeah, bro, we gonna guard them receivers man on man." I said, "Yeah, they finna get blown out."
Okay. Now, when we come back after this, and y'all's like, "Yeah, Will Howard definitely is Jared Goff, and Will Howard sure is Ryan Tannehill," and y'all's like, "They're gonna blow him out." Y'all's gonna have another reason to use or another example to use why we need to go get a QB after this national championship game. You're gonna have another excuse to push why we need to go get Cam and Shedeur. Watch.
And the only way Ohio State loses, Will Howard goes out there and plays like garbage. That's the only way I see them losing, bro.
Man,
that's the only way.
He got to play like complete dog shit for them to lose this football game. But
he gonna come out look like Jared Goff, Sam Darnold, and Ryan Tannehill put together. Watch. No.
Yeah, they definitely losing that football game. But hey, man, thank y'all for joining us this evening. Hey, enjoy that natty, man. And we'll be back with y'all Friday. Have a blessed weekend. Time the fuck up. Let's go.
Oh, but did you read?